Hello everyone! The clip you're about to hear is from one of our exclusive Patreon episodes on a recent horror release, and just like all of our other episodes, it might include major spoilers for said horror release, so don't listen to it if you haven't already seen it. You've officially been warned. And if you'd like to hear the full episode, just head on over to patreon.com/horrorqueers and subscribe today. Without further ado, here is your exclusive Patreon clip.
But Trace, you said you think this is very accessible, but did you like it? Would you recommend this to people?
I did like it, and I would recommend this to people. I think this is a 4 out of 5 for me. I don't know. I just was really fascinated with just like the, would you call this a class critique?
I would. I would also say that it's a critique against Americans in the same way that something like Hostel is.
Yes. Oh, that's a good comparison. I mean, yeah, I saw people referring to this as like Cronenberg's White Lotus.
Yeah, that definitely applies. Obviously, we're living life on a resort and fucking shit up.
But, so yes and yes to these questions. What about you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I went into this with pretty high hopes, and I was catching it a little bit after everybody because I was doing Sundance remotely. Mm-hmm. So I got to watch people's reactions come in. And to a certain extent, that always makes me weary when I see people talking about how much they enjoy a film, because then I start to worry, oh, well, what if you're the dumb asshole who's like on the outside looking in? But I did quite like this. I think I still prefer Possessor a little bit more, but this... I don't know. This went down well. I think it's very well made. I really like both of these central performances.
Yeah.
It's grueling in the right ways, but, you know, when you said, oh, this is accessible to people, I thought, you know what? I can see this playing reasonably well in theaters, even to people who maybe aren't so inclined to dabble outside of conventional genre lines. Like, the story is familiar, but with a twist, and I think that's where Cronenberg is really doing some interesting work. But at the end of the day, like, I can see people just going to check this out on opening weekend and it making not great money, but I think it'll do okay.
Oh, yeah. I mean, not that I think that it'll get an F cinema score, but I certainly don't think it's going to get an A cinema score.
No, it's... When I say it's familiar and accessible, it's not like, send your parents to go see this movie. It's like, I can see, you know, the 18 to like 40 crowd maybe checking this out.
Yes. And really quickly, just before we kind of go into the plot aspect of this, I didn't realize there's been some debate about this film with the rating of it, the APA rating, and whether it's the NC-17 cut or the R-rated cut. And both of us are pretty sure we've seen the unrated NC-17 cut that screened at Sundance.
Yes.
Everyone, if you're seeing this in theaters, I would love to know. So if there is a close-up shot of Alexander Skarsgård getting jacked off and his penis ejaculating, I would assume that is not in the R-rated cut, but we did see that scene.
And for context, we see a close-up of a dick getting jacked off and ejaculating.
Yes.
Probably not actually Alexander Skarsgård's dick.
Well, it's probably a prosthetic that's having white goo pumped out of it.
But yeah, we definitely saw that shit.
Yeah, I didn't know about this, but I was like, well, I'm surely that is not in the R-rated cut. But please, y'all, if y'all saw this in theaters and you saw that dick spew come out, please let us know.
Yes, tag us on all the socials and let us know if you saw it. My God.
Oh God. Yeah. Apparently, also the tit sucking scene was longer, but who knows?
Yes, for us, it goes on a fairly lengthy period of time. So, yeah, if you only saw 2 seconds, let us know.
Please make sure you're clocking it when you're watching it in theaters.
Pull out that stopwatch and let us know.
I'm just like, it's such a weird thing, right, with the rating system. Like, what does a longer tit-sucking scene have to do with making it, like, more restrictive? Like, is there a psychological study that says if you watch a man breastfeeding a woman for, like, an extended period of time, then it is detrimental to your mental or physical health?
Yeah, the MPAA is very worried about a bunch of people developing kinks, apparently. Like, oh, no, that Skarsgård sucking on that goth titty, that's just gonna fuck people up, and we can't have that.
Atlas Avenue, a long stretch of road that encompasses everything the city of Kennett Heights has to offer. Neon lights, traffic, crime, the hustle and bustle of everyday life, and the craziest of characters. My office was above it all. My name is James Locke, and I'm a PI.
Hello, Hello, Mr. J. How the hell you doing today?
Good, Edith. Nearly every year I have a new case. New people to meet, new clues to discover, and new problems to solve. But I do it the old-fashioned way. No technology. Nothing post-1950. Hell, I don't even listen to podcasts, but you should. Atlas Avenue Beat is a spoof of the film noir genre with goofy characters, tons of wordplay, and non-stop raunchy humor. There's also 3 whole seasons out right now with more on the way. Just search for Atlas Avenue Beat wherever you listen to podcasts or visit us online at bloody.fm.